Next, we'll open the product reducer.dot file and create a product reducer that receives the product state and product related actions and create a new product state. We'll start with the reducers that process each action. Make the name of the reducer the same as the action name, but change the action to reducer. For example, the reducer that handles getProduct action is named getProduct reducer. First, let's create the getProduct reducer that handles the getProduct action. getProduct reducer receives a product state type state and getProduct action type action as arguments and returns a new product state. Use the copied function of product state to generate a new state whose product status value is product status.loading. In UI, when the status changes to loading, a progress indicator is usually displayed. Next, create the getProduct succeeded reducer that handles the getProduct succeeded action. getProduct succeeded reducer receives product state type state and getProduct succeeded action type action as argument and returns a new product state. Use the copied function of product state to generate a new state where the value of product status is product status.success and the value of product is action.products. In the UI, when the status changes to success, the newly read product state is displayed instead of the progress indicator. Next, create a getProduct failed reducer that handles the getProduct failed action. getProduct failed reducer receives a product state type state and getProduct failed action type action as argument and return a new product state. Use the copied function of product state to generate a new state where the value of product status is product status.error and the value of error is action.error. In the UI, when the status changes to error, the error message is displayed instead of the progress indicator. The reducer that combines all reducers that change the product state is called product reducer, and we use combined reducers to combine individual reducers into a single reducer. Each typed reducer combines an action of a specific type with a reducer that processes that action, so there is no need to write a series of if, else if. Now, just by looking at the list of typed reducers, you can see at which reducer handles which action. Next, let's go to the appstate.dot file and create an appstate class. Declare the final variable product state or product state type and run generate constructor, generate equatable, generate toString, generate copy with using .data class generate extension, and modify constructor to be a const constructor. We'll create a factory constructor called appstate.initial that will be used as the initial state of appstate. The appstate.initial factory constructor returns an appstate instance whose product state is product state.initial. Currently, appstate consists of product state only. More and more state will be added as we build the app. Next is an app-wide reducer. Create a reducer that receives appstate type state and dynamic type action as argument and returns appstate. Reducer returns appstate and product reducer is responsible for the value of product state argument of appstate. So, to calculate the product state, we pass the product related slice of appstate, state.product state and action as arguments to product reducer. Next, we'll create a middleware to handle the async operation needed to get product list information. I'll create the product middleware.dot file under the products folder. I'll create the void type product middleware function. Product middleware function receives three arguments: store, action, and next. In this middleware, we handle getProduct action, getProduct succeeded action, getProduct failed action, which are necessary actions to get data from fakestoreapi.com. If the action type is getProduct action, the getProduct function of the product repository instance is called. A successful call to getProduct returns a list of products. Next, dispatch the getProduct succeeded action whose value or product argument is product, using the dispatch function of the store. If the getProduct call fails, we get an error rethrown from product repository. Next, trigger getProduct's failed action with the value of the error argument being error.toString. Dispatch the action to the next middleware or reducer. So with this, I made actions that read product list from fakestoreapi.com and the middleware that triggers those actions. And since the Redux middleware app uses middleware for async operation, we need to register it in the store. Open the app-middleware.dot file, create an app-middleware function that returns a middleware list of app state type, and return a list with the product middleware as an element. If you need more middleware in the future, add it to this list. Now go to main.dot, create a store, and inject it into the widget tree using store provider. In main.dot, declare the store type late final variable store. Create a store of app state type. App-wide reducer and initial state are required. To reducer, give the reducer function created under the Redux folder as a value, and give the app-state.initial factory constructor as the initial state value, and as middleware, the return value of the app-middleware function is given. After wrapping material app with the store provider of app state type, give the store we just created as the value of store argument.